Guys, okay, this video, SD4Avn, okay, the brightest AA light that I have on my store at the moment, okay. However, let's start out with a AA versus 18650 talk here. Something I want to share, okay. When I first got into flashlights back in 2008, my first flashlight was a Phoenix TK45. I bought that light was because it took 8 AA cells, and I thought that I didn't know any other type of batteries out there. I wasn't aware of lithium ion at the time, and AA's was the standard battery, and it was all over the shelf, and it was easy to acquire. And Sanyo Loop was relatively cheap and works quite well. Okay, so I came to find out that 18650 is the battery to go to. Okay, at the time, around 2008, one of these 18650 was about 2,500 milliamp hour max. Nowadays, they're 3,600 milliamp hour max. So there's a big race for this cell to chemistry to continually improve over the years. Okay, it's very high energy dense. There's some special care that you need to take, like it can't be over discharged, but it's a great cell. The gains from it is endless. We can find these 18650 cells in hybrid cars, Teslas, laptops, power tools. So it's a very, very good cell, very high energy dense, and you can charge them like thousands of times. There is really no way I would go back to AA lights knowing that lithium ions has that much potential. However, there are still people out there that are still into the AA formats or regular alkaline battery format. But it's simple to understand, actually. They're over the shelf, they're easy to get, they're quite cheap, you can get them in packages, and they last quite a while, and you just toss them when they're done. And they're very convenient, okay? And so certainly there's clearly a market for them, okay? Like this light here. AA lights. Okay, so this light right here comes with a very nice sturdy carrier. Has 4 AA's here. What I have in this battery carrier right now is alkaline. Alkaline is the chemistry that makes up the battery. I do not recommend running this chemistry batteries in this type of light because alkaline are great in low drain devices, smoke detectors, calculators, black and white digital screen type of instruments. Very low drain devices, okay, low current drain devices are great for AA cells. However, with devices that draw current higher, like say digital cameras. I used to have this Kodak digital cameras. Bought it when it first came out, 2.2 megapixels, very nice camera, bought it for like $550. It took 2 AA size battery, and with 2 of these alkaline, it could only take like 15 shots, like literally 15 shots, and the light was dead. The battery no longer had the chemistry, which just heat up really fast and couldn't and great voltage sag, and it didn't work anymore. However, AA's, if you want to run AA lights, AA size battery in very high drain devices, you want to go with nickel metal hydride. And an example of those cells would be Sanyo Loop. Okay, Sanyo Loop is one of the most popular, well-tested. Sanyo is a Japanese brand. They make very good AA cells, and those cells are great for high drain devices. So if you put 4 regular alkaline batteries in here, the light, I haven't tested, I never test for runtime, but I imagine it's not going to last very long just because of the alkaline chemistry. So if you're going to buy this light, I strongly urge you to go to Costco, eBay, Amazon, somewhere and get nickel metal hydride cells, such as Sanyo Loop. Okay, get that out of the way first. Your light will work a lot better. It will maintain max brightness a lot longer, much better runtime, better for the environment, I think, because it's rechargeable. Okay, now we can get on with the light. This light right here is again the SD4Avn, kind of a long name. Okay, has a very, very nice stainless bezel, not strike or scallop. Okay, there are none, but it has some design on it. It's very, very nice, very strong and robust. Very cool, very nice cooling fins here. I don't know if you can see it. but it has very nice thick cooling fins. I like it a lot, okay? And somehow they managed to squeeze in a lanyard hole in one of the cooling fins. Very nice touch, okay? Overall, I cannot fault anything of this light in terms of build quality. The reflector is completely flawless. It's made out of aluminum. I cannot see any imperfection in the reflector. Very, very nice. Has a very good centering disc, okay? And that plays crucial in its throw capabilities and how good of a beam it is, okay? This light, if purchased from me, the modded version will have an LED mounted onto copper and a really, really big power boost, okay? I don't remember what the factory light makes, but my version with the recommended XML2 PDT will make 67, these are max numbers, okay? 67K lux at equivalents to 520 meters of throw or 1100 lumens, okay? 1100 lumen from a AA size light is very impressive. It's very, very bright, okay? Especially, it can even get brighter if you get the XML2 U4s for flood, okay? However, that's not the recommended choice for this light, recommended option for this light. I do recommend the XML2 PDTs. It's a tiny bit more expensive, but it throws great. And not all D-dome LEDs are not always nice in every light. Light bends certain angles, give off different tints. But however, in this light, can't show you guys on camera, but it's not green. There's a hint of green, obviously, but it's very nice. It's definitely on the cooler side, and not green, not very, very green. Acceptable, okay? Throws extremely well with a perfect round filled hotspot, and it's just a very nice reflector. So it gives that really incredible 67,000 lux. Okay, great throw, great lumen, great build quality. What else can I say? I think this is one of the best build quality from Lumintop, to be honest. Lumintop ranks somewhere below. They used to be on Acebeam level, but now Acebeam really stepped up their game. So Acebeam is now the same quality as, like, say, as the best. Acebeam is just almost, I'm biased towards Phoenix, but I think it's almost as good as Phoenix now. Okay, and that is saying a lot in terms of design and engineering. Also, they're catching up to Phoenix. They're closing up the gap, so they're up there. And Lumintop used to be on their game, on their level, not anymore. I think that Acebeam has surpassed Lumintop. However, this particular sample, this particular model is up there, okay, with Phoenix and all of the other brand. Very, very nice build quality. I would like to say something about it that I don't like, but I don't know what to say. The only thing that I don't really like is it doesn't have a scallop bezel. So if you left the light upside down, well, you can kind of see here because I have a granite table and you can see some light escape. But if you have it on a dark surface, see, you can't even tell the light's on, and that's not good. And I made a video showing how a flashlight can burn it will combust paper. So that's not very safe, especially with a light that's overdriven this hard, okay? But it has excellent heat sinking design, everything. Can't fault it for anything. Very, very great overall. Perfect beam, perfect throw, very great output. Nothing at all I can fault it for, okay? Let's see what levels it has. There's two separate. I'm very surprised that it has two switch. Most like the D40Avn by Sunwomen only have one switch. I really like how this light have dual switch. So the bottom button is the power button, press to turn on, and then the top button is the cycling through the modes button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 3 and level 4 are very similar. They're probably like 30 lumen different, or 30 to 50 lumen difference in the two upper level. The reason that they're so close is because of the great power boost that I gave the light. Okay, so just be aware that it's perfectly normal with the top two level being very close to each other. They're really close with alkaline batteries. With nickel metal hydride like Senyana loop, you see a bigger gap because of the greater higher current drain. So you see a bigger, due to the less voltage sag, you see a greater difference in the two different level. Okay, and that's the recommended battery anyway. Go with that battery if you're gonna get a AA light. I'm not a fan of AA's. However, AA is a good platform for a glove box, of cars, just because you can actually grab those batteries at a store, and you can't grab lithium ions and you can't recharge lithium ions. Okay, so good emergency light, good all around the house light, good gift light. You can give it to people, and you don't have to give them chargers of lithium ions and deal with all of the difficulties that, not difficulties. Once in a while, I come to a blank space. Okay, you don't have to deal with all of the complications of lithium ion cells brings. Okay, so it's a good light. You can find it on my store. Again, it's the SD4Avn, and it is the brightest AA base light on my light, and there is nothing I can fault for it for, except for the fact that I'm not a AA size fan, and that's about it. Get nickel metal hydride and you be happy. All right, thank you.